Hello everyone and welcome back to ScorpioTech. In this video we're going to attempt to create the ideal home cinema experience with BenQ's TK700 4K gaming projector and Vivid Storm's 100-inch electric projector screen. Starting off with the BenQ TK700, this is by far the highest spec projector I've personally ever used, and it quite simply blows anything else I've tried out of the water, but it does come at a cost of $1,400 or £1,200. But with that price tag you get a projector that can output true 4K on a 100-inch screen at a distance of 8.2 feet. As well as this, it also has a fantastic 3200 lumen output for a great level of brightness to enhance your entertainment experience. And not only is this projector great for 4K content, it's also marketed as a gaming projector, and that means excellent refresh rates and very low response times. Taking a look at this table, we can see the specs. At 4K you're able to get 60Hz and a response time of 16.7 milliseconds, but at 1080p you can choose either 120Hz and an 8.3 millisecond response time, or incredibly 240Hz with a 4 millisecond response time, which is absolutely fantastic for a projector. We'll come back to the additional specs and functionalities a little bit later, but for now let's take a look at the 100-inch Vivid Storm electric tension floor screen. And as you can probably already tell, this thing is huge. For scale, that was a 75-inch TV on the stand, and it looks tiny compared with this electric screen. I was very impressed with how easy the screen was to get set up. It's essentially plug and play, but you can tell from the materials alone that this is a very high quality product that means business. My screen came with two remotes, although I'm sure I was only supposed to get the white one, but we don't mind an extra peel. With the screen and documentation out of the way, it was time to place and check out the Vivid Storm electric floor screen in action. With the 100-inch beast fully erect, it was time to get the projector in position and see what this $2,000 cinema setup can produce. Unfortunately, my living room isn't quite big enough to achieve the maximum screen size possible here, but I can tell you that it was more than big enough to be an incredibly immersive overall experience. As with everything else so far, setting up the projector was extremely easy thanks to the automatic keystone detection to avoid any distortion on the screen's image. Since the projector is capable of up to 240Hz output, I decided to test it out with the Xbox Series X by setting the console to run at 120Hz and then play some compatible games, and honestly the experience was flawless. With the excellent brightness levels, contrast and huge display running at a buttery smooth frame rate, this combination of projector and screen truly define immersion. One drastic difference I noticed when comparing the BenQ TK700 with cheaper projectors was the colour accuracy and performance in light conditions. Almost every shot in this video was recorded in daylight conditions, so just imagine how good this would look in a dedicated cinema room setup with blackout blinds. Not only that, but the viewing angles are fantastic thanks to the excellent quality of the Vivid Storm screen when paired with this projector. But how is the built-in sound quality of this projector? Let's take a listen.
What the hell is going on out there? We're under attack!
Whilst I'd expect almost everyone with a cinema room to opt for a dedicated surround sound system, or at the very least a soundbar and subwoofer combination, the BenQ TK700 actually does a pretty decent job at producing clear and immersive audio. However, you're of course going to have the best and most immersive experience with a dedicated audio setup. Moving back over to the BenQ TK700, there's a whole bunch of settings we can change to get the most out of the projector for the entertainment you desire. For picture modes, you can choose from game, sports, cinema, cinema, bright and living room presets which have various colour and brightness adjustments, or you can of course create your own preset with the user settings. As for dedicated game settings, we have a couple of options which are for detail adjustments, which is essentially just changing the image sharpness, and we also have a fast mode toggle to reduce input lag when gaming for a smoother overall experience. Similarly with the picture modes, the sound modes include preset EQs for games, sports, cinema, music, and of course you can also create your own presets to best suit your preferences. As for the rest of the customization options, you also have a few brightness settings if you would rather opt for eco or lamp saving modes, but the best brightness is available with the normal setting. And lastly, you can also access the keystone settings to ensure your projection is perfectly in line with your screen or wall to give you the best viewing experience possible. The automatic keystone detection worked fantastically for me, but you can also adjust this manually if that's not the case for you. It's also worth noting that there is an advanced menu option if you wish to look at things in a little more detail. I personally find it very handy to see the output and other settings all in one place, so you might want to do this as well. Now I've done quite a lot of talking, so I think it's time to let the projector and screen speak for themselves. So here's a bunch of clips from movies and games to give you an example of their quality.
I know one thing. Wherever we go.
I know exactly what to do.
I was not expecting that. But I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't count. Avengers! Assemble.
So whilst this is an undeniably expensive way of watching movies or playing games, it really does take your immersion to the next level. If you've got the budget for this kind of thing, then I'd definitely suggest you looking into it, and these products would be a great place to start. A big thank you to BenQ and VividStorm for supplying the products for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.